Right. Good morning, everyone. Are you able to hear me? Right. Yesterday we are discussing about lambda expression. I hope you practiced. Remember what we discussed. Right. In last class we have learned what is a lambda expression, syntax to create lambda expression, steps to create lambda expression, and a sample program we have discussed. Right. And also we discussed how compiler can link or decide a lambda expression is an implementation of a functional interface. Okay, how it can decide? There are a number of functional interface in our project. How it can decide a lambda expression is implementation of which functional interface? Okay, the next, what are the syntax rules are applied in linking lambda expression to functional interface? Okay, this is a very important point. Generally people say that a lambda expression is an anonymous interface. Okay, generally people say that a lambda expression is an anonymous function. Generally, people say that a lambda expression is an anonymous function, which doesn't have name, which doesn't have return type, which doesn't have modifiers, okay, which doesn't have throws exception list. You cannot create lambda expression as you like. You must follow compulsory rules. What the rules? Lambda expression parameters you cannot choose. General people say that lambda expression can have 0 to n number of parameters. You cannot choose parameters as you like. Okay, parameters must be, number of parameters must be equal to the implementing functional interface method parameters. Okay, and the lambda expression returning value must be, the lambda expression implementing functional interface method return type must be match. Okay, that is very important. If you don't follow this rule and if you implement lambda expression, compiler will throw error. Okay, now, so these are the points we decided yesterday. We tested yesterday all these points. Can hope you remember all these 5 points. So by these 5 points, I hope you got full clarity on how to work with lambda expression. And today class should not be something new class to you. Should be easy to you. Anything I'm writing, you should understand today class. And today we are going to see more examples. Okay, some different ways of creating lambda expression we are trying to understand. Yesterday class, if any of you missed yesterday class, I have already uploaded yesterday video to our YouTube channel. I hope you have observed. I hope you got notification. Subscribe to our Naresh Shetty channel so that you will get a notification when you upload new videos. Okay, lambda expression session 1 already uploaded yesterday. Complete video uploaded. Just go through this. Okay, now in today class we are trying to understand why lambda expression already explained. Just I am reminding. Lambda expression is meant for enabling functional programming in Java. I told you what the meaning of functional programming. Functional programming means what? Passing a function as an argument without creating explicit class and explicit object. Directly one function I want to pass as an argument. A function is nothing but logic. So why lambda expression? Lambda expression is meant for enabling a functional programming in Java, and also it is used for passing one function as argument to other method directly without creating an explicit class and an explicit object. We'll test this point now. Okay, next, very important point. It is an alternative to, is it an alternative concept or a new concept? Okay, So generally there are two things will be there. I have one functionality already. It is creating some problem. To simplify it, we are getting one new topic, or this is the first time introducing in the language. Okay. Lambda expression is an alternative to anonymous inner class. Some people will not agree, but we will agree it. Okay. It is not my statement. It is Sun Microsystem statement only. Some people will not agree, but it is a truth. Okay. It is an alternative to anonymous inner class. Okay. Lambda expression is the shortcut way of creating anonymous inner class. Okay, na? Shortcut way of creating anonymous inner class. I'll show you one example so that you will realize. Okay, already in functional interface understanding time, functional programming, already I have explained you. Okay, one more time I will remind you. Then basic syntax, already you know, it has two parts with one operator. First part is parameters, second part is body, and they're connected by lambda operator as shown below. Parameter list, arrow, lambda expression. Parameters arrow is what? Lambda operator, and then body and logic. And we have already seen regular function creation is like this: public, static, void, add of, throws, exception, and system dot out at println and logic. Lambda expression is nothing but anonymous function creating. Anonymous function means what? No name, no return type, no modifiers. Okay, no throws, exception. Just you collect these parameters. Look at there. I have not mentioned parameter types. Parameter types are optional. Okay, parameter type is also optional. If you want to ignore parameter types, you can ignore parameter types also. A comma B arrow body system dot out dot println, you can write like this. Okay, so this is what we discussed yesterday, and we have tried with some examples. So just quickly I'm reminding. Now, what are the alternative syntaxes of creating lambda expression? There are several syntaxes are there, short forms. I told you lambda expression is the simplest way of creating anonymous inner class for implementing one interface. Okay, can I implement any interface? Using anonymous inner class, we can implement any interface. Like one abstract method interface, or we can implement multiple abstract methods interface we can implement. But lambda expression can be used only for implementing functional interface, means one abstract method interface only you can implement. Okay, what are the different syntaxes we are allowed? There are totally around 12 syntaxes are there. Let us try to see which is right, which is wrong. Okay, tell me which syntax is allowed, which syntax is not allowed. It is all depending on functional interface method parameter, functional interface method return type. Okay, now I want to create one functional interface. Observe here, class. Now I'm taking interface test 0. Okay, I'm taking class test 05 underscore 2. Look at that interface I1. I'm creating one method void m1 no parameter. Tell me here. Now tell me, can I create lambda expression as per my wish? A lambda expression can I have 0 parameters, can I have 1 parameter, can I have 2 parameters? Is it your choice? No. This is a very, very important point. Again and again, I'm reminding because there is a confusion in the market on this lambda expression creation point. Okay. So people are trying to tell whatever they like. Please don't create that thought in your mind. Lambda expression must create by following the functional interface parameters, functional interface method parameter. Now tell me, here I'm writing something like this. Okay, I want to implement the functional interface called I1. Okay, I will explain you functional interface implementation by using three ways. Totally there are three ways of implementing functional interface. Okay, I will explain you how the lambda expression is alternative to anonymous inner class. I'll explain. First let us focus on what you call lambda expression, all different syntaxes. Okay, now int I1 equal to, look at there, I am writing parenthesis. What I told you, which functional interface you are planning to implement, that functional interface method parenthesis you collect and paste here, arrow, body, some logic you write, Generally, for quick understanding purpose, we will use system.out.println. Now, semicolon must at last, at end semicolon must, and I'm writing double quotes, lambda expression 1. Just I'm writing LE1, lambda expression 1. Tell me, is it automatically executed? No. Yesterday we discussed. This is what? This is a calling lambda expression, calling method or implementing method. Lambda expression creation is nothing but implementing method. Once implement method, you have to call control 1, compile successfully, executed. You will get output only hello world. Lambda expression 1 will not come. You have to call it. How can we call I1 dot? Tell me, this is an implementation of which method? This interface method. What the interface method name? M1. I told you collect that name and with this reference call. What compiler will do? Compiler follows searching algorithm based on the reference variable. Now M1 is called by using I1. I1 type is what? Interface I1. It will go on checking in interface I1, M1 available or not. Yes, compiled. Then what JVM do? JVM follows, okay, runtime polymorphism. Yeah, no parameter M1 method searching in interface I1. In interface I1, M1 method is available. What is the current object? Current object is nothing but I1 variable pointing object. I1 variable pointing to this lambda expression object. I told you lambda expression is an expression, but implicitly it is converted as an object. So now the object is lambda expression. Hence it is coming to this lambda expression parenthesis. There is no arguments, there is no argument, there is no parameter. Then directly go to the body. Body is executed. This is a runtime polymorphic nature I told you yesterday. Control 1, compile. If you missed yesterday class, please watch the previous video. Control 2, executed. Output coming, lambda expression 1, hello world. Okay, this hello world I am removing. Simply, I say that lambda expression 1 successfully executed. Wonderful. Then, now tell me, I am trying to give you one more functional interface, okay? Another functional interface I'm giving, functional interface I2, and here I'm writing one parameter int x, okay? Same method I am taking, method name can be same, okay? Int x. Then now I am trying to implement this interface I2. How can interface I2 equal to, now if you want to implement this interface, what I told you, collect the method parenthesis, okay? Copy, paste here, arrow, body. Then what do you write now here? System.out.println. Any logic you can write. For the time being, we are understanding with just a debug message, lambda expression 2. First you verify, is it compiled or not? Yes, compiled successfully. Okay, next. Now, is it executed? No, you have to call. How to call? I2.m1 of, now tell me, interface I2 method is a parameterized method. Now, parameterized method I have to pass means, to call parameterized method, you must pass arguments. So, what type of argument? It's not your wish to take whatever the parameter you like. Okay, again I'm telling, lambda expression parameter, not your wish. Lambda expression parameter and the passing argument to execute lambda expression must be interface method parameter. Interface method parameter is int. So you have to pass the value 8. Okay, I'm taking I2 M1 of 8. Okay, why I'm taking 8 here? Why not 5? Earlier I taken 5, now I'm taking 8. So to remind you, lambda expression concepts, functional interface concept is available from Java 8 version onwards. Okay, in yesterday video, okay, I pronounced wrongly in the beginning of the video, from Java 5 version onwards. I told you 3 types of, okay, not Java 5 version onwards, it is Java 8 version onwards. From Java 8 version onwards, we have 3 types of interfaces: marker interface, functional interface, and what you call normal interfaces. Okay, so up to Java 7, we have only 2 types of interfaces, that is marker interface and normal interfaces. From Java 8 version onwards, for supporting functional programming, we got 3rd type of interface, that is functional interface. Okay, now I'm correcting my mistake. Now come on. So I2.m1 of 8 if you pass, then now where this 8 will be passed, now come on, this 8 is passed to M1 method, which is implemented by I2 implementation class. I2 is created here. Its implementation is what? Assignment operator you see. Now this X variable receiving the value 8, and then now the body is executed. LA2 will come. Tell me, can I display this x in the body of the lambda expression? Yeah, you can, no problem. Now tell me x colon plus x. Control 1, compile, control 2, executed. Output is lambda expression 2, x value is coming 8. Okay, these points already we discussed. Now today I want you understand some more shortcut way. Lambda expression target is what? Developing implementation for providing implementation for a functional interface with less code. If you take anonymous in our class, huge code is you have to write. If you take lambda expression, less code in one line we can write. I want to make more less code, okay? As much possible, that much less code I wanted to write. Tell me now, here compiler can infer the type of the parameter. Compiler can infer the type of the parameter. What the meaning of type of the parameter? Can it take automatically apply the type? Yeah, once interface type is decided, compiler can go into that interface and it can collect the parameter and apply to here na? Yes, it can do that. Okay, it can do that. So that's why it is designed. The lambda expression syntax is designed such a way compiler has to bring maximum information from there, and compilers, I mean what you call developer has to be free from writing lot of code. Okay, you can remove the data type. Are you catching my point? You can remove data type when you are assigning lambda expression to referenced variable. Compiler software can bring the type of the parameter with the help of the interface method parameter, so you can remove it, no problem. Now look at there, I am giving here 9, let's say different value I'm passing to know you. Now lambda expression 3, okay, this is lambda expression 3. Look at there, compiled successfully, executed successfully. Lambda expression I have to call with I3 na. Control 1, compile. Control 2, look at the lambda expression 3 executed with the value 9. Can I hope all you people understand? While creating lambda expression, if lambda expression is implementing an interface method with a parameter, the parameter type you can ignore. Tell me, should I take the same parameter name? Parameter name must be the same, not required. Okay, you can also change. Okay, we'll see that one. Look at that. If a lambda expression is an implementation of single parameter method, then parenthesis is also optional. You can remove that parenthesis also. Are you following? You can remove that parenthesis also. Control 1, compile. Look at that. It's still compiled. It's still compiled. Now I'm taking lambda expression 4 and you can take same value 8, no problem. Why unnecessary? We need to change, not required. Let it be the same value. Okay. Control 1. I have to change here reference variable to I4. Control 1, compile, and control 2, executed. Okay. Lambda expression 4 is executed. So tell me, what are the different syntaxes we can use with lambda expression? If lambda expression implementing interface method is no parameter method, then you must use a parenthesis. If you are implementing lambda expression method is if you are implementing lambda expression interface method is one parameter method, you can take complete one data type and parameter name, or only parameter name you can write. And if you're writing only one parameter, then parenthesis is optional. Can I hope you understand the story? Now, if if a functional interface is a parameter, should I take the same name, same parameter name? Can I choose any name here? Your wish. You can choose any parameter name. I'm taking A. I told you parameter name is our wish. Okay, our newly creating. It's our wish. You can take anything. A. And now, but in the lambda expression body, you must use the same parameter name. Okay, and I5 dot control 1, compile, control 2, executed. Lambda expression 5x 8. Look at that. Lambda expression 5 successfully executed. Can you hope all you people understand it? Any questions? Any doubts? Shall I continue next point? All are you comfortable? Now, I'm taking one more functional interface with two parameters. With the two parameters, int x comma, you can take any type your wish, string s, int x comma string s, any type you can choose your wish. Then now I need to provide implementation to this functional interface. Then how can I write? I3 interface reference variable I6 equal to, now tell me, I have to take the method parenthesis I told you, copy, paste, okay, copy, paste, arrow, body. Now listen, let me try to conclude one more point and then I'll go for next point. Look at here. In the lambda expression body, if you are writing only one statement, if you are writing only one statement, then the method body open bracket closed bracket is also optional. Is also optional. Okay, now if method has one parameter, parenthesis is optional. If method lambda expression body is contains only one statement, body is also optional. Listen carefully. This lambda expression is called blocked lambda expression. Okay. If you create lambda expression with body, this lambda expression is called blocked lambda expression. If you create lambda expression body without open bracket closed bracket, it is called unblocked lambda expression. Okay, this is the what you call official terminology only. Blocked lambda expression, unblocked lambda expression, official terminology only. But generally people will never use that terminology. Simply people say lambda expression with body, lambda expression without body, like that they will mention. Okay, blocked lambda expression, unblocked lambda expression, that is the official terminology only. You can accept it and you can use it. Look at that. Now finally it is compiled successfully and executed. We are getting output lambda expression 6 it is. Lambda expression 6 and you are getting 8. Okay, na? Can you hope to now all you understand? So when parenthesis is optional, when block is optional, got clarity? Then now let me implement this lambda expression. Let me implement this functional interface. Let me write now I3 I7 equal to what I told you. When you are implementing a functional interface, collect the parameters of that method, paste here, arrow, and then you write logic. I want to write only one statement. Then I don't want to take block. Directly I'm writing logic. System.out.println double quotes. Double quotes. I'm writing lambda expression 7. I want to display x value. I want to take printf /n percentage d yes percentage yes. Here sc is not this yes, no, don't confuse. Better let me write string y and y colon percentage yes. And now if you want to substitute string, you must use percentage yes. And now comma, what I should write? Parameter x, parameter y. Save it. Now tell me, is it a valid syntax? What do you say? Is it a valid syntax? Yes. Okay, it is a valid syntax. Control 1. Control 1, compile successfully. Is it executed? Lambda expression 7, is it executed automatically? No. We have to call it. How to call? Help me. I7 dot m1 of, how many arguments I need to pass? 2 arguments. What are the 2 arguments? 8 comma double quotes string hk. Control 1, compile. Now it is throwing error. Why? What are you throwing? Cannot find symbol, variable I7. Oh, capital I have taken on. Okay. Control 1, compile, and control 2, look at that. Lambda expression 7, x8, yhk. Sir, what is the new, sir, here? Okay, 1 parameter, 2 parameter, same na, sir. Why you are taking again this example? Wonderful point. Tell me. If a lambda expression has Okay, if an lambda expression is implementing functional interface which contain a method with multiple parameters, can I remove this parenthesis? Generally, people say that if lambda expression has multiple parameters, I don't want to use the term, I want to use the term, the lambda expression implementing functional interface method has multiple parameters. Can I remove parenthesis? Okay. First, let me answer. Let me ask. Can I remove the parameter types? First, you answer this. Can I remove parameter types? Yes. Yes, I can remove parameter types. No problem. Okay. If I remove parameter types, is the compiler getting any confusion? No. It is successfully found correctly and executed. The types can be applied correctly because functional interface contain how many abstract methods? Only one abstract method, so that it can bring that functional interface method parameter types and apply correctly, no problem. Okay, control 1 compile, control 2 executed. Now I am trying to remove parenthesis. Is it allowed or not? This is the point I want to understand here. Am I allowed to remove parenthesis or not? No, not allowed. Compiler will throw error. Semicolon expected. Okay, here semicolon expected. What is this? I don't understand. Now finally tell me, if the lambda expression implementing functional interface method has multiple parameters, okay, in lambda expression, parenthesis is mandatory. Okay, compiler will throw error here. Now, final conclusion. If a lambda expression has no parameters, or if lambda expression has more than one parameter, then you must use parenthesis. Hey, is the statement fully correct? No. Is the statement, if lambda expression has no parameters, if lambda expression has more than one parameter, parenthesis mandatory. Is it a completely right statement? No. Why? You must not say that lambda expression has no parameter, lambda expression has multiple parameters. You must say lambda expression implementing functional interface method has no parameters, has more than one parameter. In lambda expression, parenthesis is mandatory. Are you catching my point? That is the complete statement, but people for shortcut, they are using terminology. Lambda expression is for less code, then people are using lambda expression. Terminology is also, pronunciation is also shortcut. Okay, lambda expression has no parameters, or lambda expression has more than one parameter, parenthesis is mandatory. If lambda expression has one parameter, then parenthesis is optional. If lambda expression implementation body has a one statement, the body open bracket, closure bracket block is also optional. So this is the 2 points I want you to understand. Okay, tell me, up to parameters, based on the parameters, when parenthesis mandatory, when body mandatory, all people got clarity? Yeah? Okay, you have to start habituate working with lambda expression. Okay, in your future, okay, in future when you join Spring, when you join Spring Boot, when you join microservices, okay, most of the time people are working with functional interfaces as a parameter only. Okay, right there, fully people will use, your faculties will use what you call lambda expression only. When you join in company, you know, most of the time you will see method calls with lambda expressions. Okay, so if you are not habituated with lambda expression and correct identifying the syntax, you'll face a lot of problems. Okay, right, fine. So shall I continue next point? One more interface I want to create. I told you working with lambda expression is nothing but working with method parameters and return type. Based on the method parameters and return type, you have to take decisions, right? Now, I am trying to create one more functional interface called i4, which is no parameter, and return type is void. Then tell me, When you develop no parameter and return type void, how to develop lambda expression? Now I5, I4, I10, I4, I10 equal to, now no parenthesis, I mean no parameters means parenthesis mandatory, arrow. Now I'm writing just system dot out dot println off, println off. Tell me, only one statement I am writing. Body required or not required? Not required. Okay, just I'm writing lambda expression, lambda expression. This is lambda expression 8, not allowed. Sorry, this is 8, and this is 9, and this is 10. Okay. Now my target is understanding this lambda expression. My target is observe system dot out dot println. I don't want, this is a void method na? This lambda expression is a void method. Can I create empty lambda expression? Yes. If you want to create empty lambda expression, body is optional or mandatory? Body is optional or mandatory? Mandatory. If you want to create empty lambda expression, you have to create body. Body is compulsory, means open bracket, closed bracket, block is compulsory. Otherwise compiler throw error. And now let's see, is it compiled or not? Yes. Now is it executed or not? Yes, it is executed. But can you see any value coming, anything coming out from there? No. Okay, can you see any message displayed on the console? No, nothing you see, because it's empty now, no statement is there. Tell me, if you want to write void method, if you want to implement void method with empty, can I remove this body? Can I remove this body and write like this? Hey, no, not allowed. Compiler will throw error. So if you wanted to write empty implementation, means empty lambda expression, body is mandatory. When parenthesis mandatory, when body mandatory, did you understand? If you wanted, if your method has only one parameter, lambda expression parenthesis is optional. If a method has no parameters or more than one parameter, parenthesis is mandatory. Next, if a method, if the lambda expression implementation contain only one statement, body is optional. Okay, if method has no statements, I mean if lambda expression implementation has no statement, or lambda expression implementation has more than one statement, then body is compulsory. Same point applied, right? No no parameters, more than one parameter, parenthesis mandatory. No statement, no parameter, no statement, multiple parameters, multiple statements, then body is mandatory. Same, matching. One parameter, parenthesis optional. One statement, body is optional. Okay, matching concept. Now I'm commenting. Now listen. Now I am taking one more lambda expression I5 based on return type we are implementing. Okay, now return type I am taking here int Adyaksha. Okay, right. So I'm taking int. Now try to answer. If I write int, I have to return. It's a basic our methods concept, Baba. Methods chapter. Okay, void, non-void methods. Okay, void, non-void methods working. That's it. Okay, tell me. No parameter. So parenthesis mandatory. Then following by, I wanted to write return value. Can I write empty body? Come on, can I write empty lambda expression? Is it possible to write empty lambda expression? No, not possible. Compiler will throw error. What the compile time error? Incompatible types, bad return type in lambda expression. Okay, bad return type in lambda expression. Why? This M1 method has return type. Okay, you are not returning, matching is not done. If it is a regular method, non-void method development, what the compile time error? Missing return statement. Correct? Huh? Do you remember method chapter, void, non-void methods, missing return statement? Okay, now it is a bad return type is the compile time error we got. Okay, so now calling is not required, just I want to copy that compile time error, bad return type in, bad return type in lambda expression. Shall I copy one more time? Let me copy better from the directly here. Bad return type in lambda expression. Rabuji, all you people following a boring? All these rules learning, all these syntaxes learning boring? How many points are there, Robbo? Huh? You don't bore about. You have to know every point. You want to pass written test exam, na? Written test exam focus is only on the syntaxes. Okay. If you want to learn a concept, 5 minutes. Any concepts you want to learn, just in 5 minutes you can complete. 5 to 10 minutes you can complete. Okay. 5 to 10 minutes you can complete concept learning. But if you want to pass written test exam, you have to do complete R&D. I told you written test exam target is what? Only verifying syntaxes. Do you know the syntax? Do you know that syntax? So that's why syntax level, strong analyzation you should have. All right. So next, now I'm creating this one. And tell me, can I write just to return semicolon? Let me go back to this lambda expression. Can I write return semicolon? It is a void method, na? In a void method, can I write return semicolon? In a void method, can I write return semicolon? In a void method, can I write return semicolon? Yes, right? Now let us see now. Is that compiled or not? First, let us try to see. Is it compiled or not? Yes, compiled. Now look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Can I write return semicolon? It is a one statement, na? Can I write return semicolon without body? Return semicolon is a one statement, right? Single statement. Na? Can I write return semicolon without body? Come on, come on. Can I write return semicolon without body? Guess, Baba. Don't say, sir, how do I know? Allowed, not allowed. What we discussed here, if you are placing one statement in the lambda expression body, block open bracket, flow or open bracket, closed bracket is optional. Now, return semicolon is one statement. So, am I allowed here or not? Shock laga? अरे मुझे shock लगा. If lambda expression body has a written statement, okay, you must use body. Otherwise, compiler throw error. Okay, na? This is the point under return type. Okay, if method lambda expression body has a written statement, compulsory body is, we must place compulsory body. Body is mandatory. Okay, right. Now let me continue with lambda expression 5. Okay, right. I hope you accepted this point. Now you need to apply that point now. I14 equal to parenthesis arrow body. Can I write empty body to it? No. Compiler throwing error. What is the compiler throwing error? Incompatible types, bad return type. Okay. Okay. Almost we reached end, Baba. Almost we reached end. Next. Now I'm going to write I5, I15 equal to, now I must return. I am writing return semicolon only. Okay. Only return semicolon I'm writing. Is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Tell me. Again, same compile time will get incompatible types, bad return type in lambda expression. Okay. Incompatible types, bad return type in lambda expression. Okay. Now I'm commenting. It's a simple void, non-void method point. Okay. Now again, tell me, by seeing these errors, I hope you all people are realized what I am telling. You cannot create lambda expression as you like in Python. In Java, you cannot create lambda expression as you wish, like in Python. In Python, you can create lambda expression according to your requirement. There is no dependency. Use lambda keyword or lambda operator. I don't know. There is a word called lambda. Okay, lambda. By using lambda, okay, there is a word called lambda to create lambda expression. Okay, right. So using this lambda, you can create lambda expression however you like, with one parameter, zero parameters, one parameter, multiple parameters, with body, without body, with return value. You can write, but in Java, you cannot do like that. So you have to strictly follow functional interface, method, parameter, and return types that you are implementing using this lambda expression. In Java, lambda expression is an alternative to anonymous inner class for writing shortcut. Okay, less code, with less code. Next, come on, tell me. Now this is an error. Okay, and now can you tell me I16 equal to, I must return value. I'm taking 5. Okay, got it, Lydia? So return 5 semicolon. Tell me, any compile time error here? No compile time error. Now compile successful. But I have a question. How can I execute this lambda expression? Now this lambda expression is implementation is matched with method declaration. It's a no parameter method, no parameter. It's a non-void method. Okay, now I'm returning value. This return value is matched with int. Wonderful. Okay, then tell me, how can I call and execute it? Okay, for calling and executing, I must use i6 dot i6 dot method name m1 semicolon. That's all. Hello. Do you remember methods and types of methods chapter? A method can be called in 5 ways, I told you. A method can be called in 5 ways. What the 5 ways you can call method? Number one, with directly as a single statement, as a variable assignment statement, directly as a single statement, as a variable assignment statement, as a method argument, right? As a expression operand and as a method return value, right? Totally 5 ways we can call, I told you. Now currently I call M1 method directly. If I call a method directly, then what happened? This method logic executing from I6 pointing lambda expression. Now what the value returning from here? 5. 5 return to here. Are you using that 5 in this program? No. Then what happened? That value is lost. Are you catching my point? The value is lost. Now, let me write control 1 compile, control 1 compile. Look at that method M1 in interface I2 cannot be applied to given types. Right? What the I5? What the compile time error? Check once. Oh, okay. I16 I had right. Sorry. I16. Now, compile successfully, right? And executed. Are you seeing any value 5 here? No. Why? Because the return value is lost. Oh, no, I don't want to lose that value. I wanted to store that value. So what to do now? I have to take a variable of what type? I should take the variable of what type? Int. Why? The method return type is int, right? Int x equal to, now I'm writing i16.m1. Tell me, is it compiled now successfully? Yes. Next, the value, how many times this lambda expression now executing? 2 times. 2 times executing. First time, then it is going and collecting the value 5 and return here. Second time, again it is going, collecting the value 5 and return and stored in X. Okay. Okay, I'll do one thing. For seeing that it is executing 2 times, shall I write system.out.println? Double quotes, lambda expression with return type. Something right message I'm writing like this. Control 1, compile successfully. Control 2, look at that. Lambda expression with return type. I have to write slash in here. Yeah, 2 times it is executing. Look at that. Lambda expression with return type, lambda expression with return type. 2 times executed. Hello, everyone comfortable? Huh? And first time return 5, it's lost. Second time return 5, stored in X. Okay. If you want to display the return value, what to do? You should write system dot. In your program, you should write system dot out dot println of what do you write now? X. Then the return value 5 will be displayed on the console. Okay. Is it a lambda expression pointer or is it a method's calling pointer? It is not lambda expression point. Don't confuse. It's a method calling point. Methods and types of methods chapter. Tell me now. I don't want to store in variable. I directly want to display. Okay. Directly, I want to display. Tell me. To display directly, what I need to do? I want to display directly. For displaying directly, what need to do? Can I call this method as SOPLN argument? Yes. Dot M1 directly. Then what happened here? System dot out dot println. Okay. First, M1 method is called with I16. I16 lambda expression executed, lambda expression with return type message display, and then return 5, return keyword returning the 5 to calling method, the value coming, and here in place of the statement, the 5 is substituted, 5 given to SOPLN, SOPLN displaying 5 on console. Okay, now control 1 compile successfully, control 2. Look at that lambda expression with return type third time executed, and then 5 return and displayed on the console. So if a method has a return type other than void, okay, you must return value. Return statement, return value semicolon is mandatory. If you don't place return value semicolon, or if you place only return semicolon, compiler throw error. Next, if you place return value semicolon, the return value is returned to calling place. You can call now this lambda expression either by using either as a single statement or as a variable assignment. You want just to execute lambda expression, return value you want to lose, then call it as a single statement. If you wanted to store that return value, assign to a variable. If you wanted to just to display the return value, call it as SOPLN argument. Can I hope you understand how to implement lambda expression with void as return type, lambda expression with non-void as return type, and then how, what do you call, the syntax as body mandatory or optional. All the points clear? Now observe, the new syntax is starting now, okay? Now the new syntaxes are starting now. Ready? Look at here. I5, I17 equal to parenthesis, arrow, body, return 8, some value return 8, right? It is successfully compiled and successfully executed. Now I am calling in system.out.println. How many statements are there? Inside lambda expression body, how many statements are there? One statement. Return 8. Right, semicolon. Control 1, compile successful. Control 2, executed, output coming 8. Okay. One student has asked me question, sir, why you are not using Eclipse, sir? Tell me, can you tell me why I'm not using Eclipse? Do you feel that I don't know how to use Eclipse? Huh? Bujay, come on, tell me. Why I'm not using Eclipse? Sir, I have seen people are using Eclipse, sir. But you are not using Eclipse, sir. Why? In YouTube videos, many people are teaching everything by using Eclipse only, sir. Okay. What is the difference between Eclipse and Edit Plus? Eclipse is giving everything automatically, and Edit Plus is not giving you anything, everything you need to type. When you're typing everything by your fingers, ideas are coming more. You are becoming more, syntax level becoming more strong. Next, you are developing project or you are learning. Okay. If you are developing project, Eclipse is compulsory. When you are learning, if you use Eclipse, Eclipse giving all the suggestions. Tell me, I'm writing one statement. Is it valid or not valid? The moment when you type this, compiler software immediately giving error red color or no error, no red color. Then where is the chance for you to think right or wrong? Eclipse immediately throwing error if any mistake is there. Then just you are correcting that mistake and continuing. Then where is you have a chance to think? Yes or no? So change your attitude. Eclipse is meant for developing the projects, not for learning. If you are a learner, don't use Eclipse. Eclipse you must use in library volume 2. In volume 2 Java API learning time, string handling, exception handling, multi-threading, IO streams. Okay, that time Eclipse if you use, then okay, you will be comfortable fast development, so that you are learning Eclipse come Java API with reminding yourself the syntaxes what you learn in volume 1A, volume 1B. Okay, so while learning language, don't use Eclipse or IntelliJ. Use only Edit Plus. It's very important. Now tell me, is this compiled or not compiled? Come on. After it is compiled, then we'll see that. Is it compiled or not compiled? Is it compiled or not compiled? Already I told you. Come on. Is it compiled or not compiled? If lambda expression body has return statement, even though it is single statement, you cannot write without body. Compiler will throw error. Illegal start of expression. Oh, no, sir. Okay. Tell me. Okay. Tell me. Observe here. If I have method parameter Parameter type is automatically, it is inferring, it is taking. I am free from taking this return statement, return. I am free from taking this parameter here. Yes or no? Like that, am I allowed to take the returning value? Am I allowed to return value without using return keyword? Am I allowed to return value without using return keyword? think. Without using return keyword, am I allowed to return value? Is it allowed or not? Allowed. Okay, allowed, no problem. Compile successfully. Oh my God. Okay, more syntax is decreased. Okay, more syntax is decreased. Maximum, as much possible, that much avoiding. Tell me, is the statement okay, is the statement just eta? If you write some literal directly here, what does mean? It doesn't mean that it is storing. Okay, meaning is what? Returning. If you see a lambda expression with a literal directly without body, that means compiler background converting this statement as like this: compiler software placing the body and adding return keyword for you. Are you catching my point? Arey nanna, system.out.println is a return statement. System.out.println is a void method or non-void method? Non-void, na? It is not returning anything. Okay, everyone comfortable? Huh? Did everyone understand? I5, I19 equal to lambda parenthesis arrow. If you see one statement here, that statement, okay, is become what? Return. Then. Now let me see. Is it compiled? Compiled successfully. Now below, if I write here system dot out dot println of below I19 dot m1 below, is it compiled or not? Yes. Executed? Yes. We are getting value what? 8. So now tell me, if lambda expression has a return type, if you are returning value, you have two syntaxes. Number one, with body, without body. With body, you must use return keyword. Without body, you must not use return keyword. You must not use. If you use return keyword, compiler throw error. Tell me, without return keyword, can I use body? Come on. Without return keyword, can I use body? Can I use body? No. If I use body, what the meaning of that 8? Compiler throwing error, not a statement. Compiler throwing error, not a statement. What the meaning of the statement, Babu? It is asking. Sir, are you comfortable? Compiler throwing error, not a statement. Regular compile time error, okay? Regular method. Inside a method, inside method body, you cannot use literal directly. It must be either variable assignment or operand or method argument or method return value, na? Right. So, can I hope all you people got clarity on these points? Okay. Now I will write once method here. Static, void, okay, static, some int, get int. Some method I am writing, okay, get int, open bracket, closed bracket. I am writing return 5. Okay, na? Get int of return 5. Something I have written. I will write one more method. Okay, let me confuse you. Let me write M1. Okay, if I confuse you maximum, then you will be comfortable in interview. I'm taking this as a void method. M1 is a void method. And this M2 is a non-void method. Can I? And now I'm going to write statements like this. Are these compiled or not? You tell. I5, I21 equal to lambda arrow M1. Hello, this M1 is functional interface M1 or? Is this M1 method a call? Is a functional interface M1 method a caller or local method caller? It is a local method call. There is no reference here. Okay, it's a local call. Tell me, I call M1 method. Bolo, is it compiled or not? Is it compiled or not? Lambda expression is a void or non-void? Lambda expression is a non-void method. Okay, lambda expression representing non-void method. Compulsory must return value. I have written a method call without parenthesis. If I write method call without parenthesis, then tell me, is it become compiler add return keyword implicitly? Na? Return M1. Then tell me, if I write return M1, then it become void matching or not matching? Not matching. Void to non-void not matching. I must get compile time error. Let's see. Incompatible types, bad return type in lambda expression. Can I hope all the people got clarity? Now, I am writing I22, okay, I22. Here I am writing I22 with M2. Is it allowed? Now, lambda expression representing return non-void method. Non-void method must return value. I return M2. Then compiler software is going to M2 method. It is a int return type method. That means some value coming here. That value can return from lambda expression to calling place. Yes. It is allowed or not? It must be compiled. Are you able to connect to the subject? Come on. Are you able to connect to the subject? Now, I am writing here body. I am writing here body. Now, bolo, compile or not compile? Body means, is a compiler placing return semicolon? No. Return keyword is adding automatically? No. Tell me, inside body, am I allowed to call normally? Yes, I can call normally. Then control go to M2 method, logic executed, value file return, and substituted at runtime. Then what happened? That value is lost. Then tell me, from the lambda body, are you returning any value? No. Then lambda expression method expecting return value, not returning any value. So is it compiled or not? Is it a compiled error or not? Yes. Missing bad return type in lambda expression. So I hope you got clarity how to analyze lambda expression. My dear confusion masters, no one is asking questions. Means everybody, I hope that everybody understanding. No one is asking question. All people are replying to every question. I'm very happy for that. And no one is raising any question. So I hope everyone understanding. Tell me, is it compiled or not? I24 lambda expression, is it compiled? Yes, compiled. Compile or not compile, how can you decide? By looking at this line, by looking at the interface method parameter. Interface method parameter and return type you have to consider. You assign lambda expression to interface I5. Interface I5 return type is int void method. Okay, no parameter method and int return type method. Okay, no parameter matched. Inside body you must return value. Return keyword what it return M2. M2 return type is int. Okay, matching. So it is compiled, no problem. And executed. Hello, this M2 method return value is returning to I24. Confusion? Confusion. This M2 return value is it returned to I24. What is I24 value? Come on, sir. This is a one confusion point in previous batch. Many students asked. Let me see in your batch, is that confusion there or not? Previous batch students asked, sir, M2 return value is storing in I24 now, sir. Okay, if I display I24, okay, in previous batch, I displayed I24. All people are telling that, what is displayed? 5 displayed living. I24, 5 displayed. To the I24, what you assigned, Rabaya? Lambda expression, Baya. Oh, Baya. Okay, I24 will display lambda expression. Lambda expression object it will display. Outer class name dollar, inner class name lambda expression, inner class name. Outer expression dollar, lambda expression, inner class name displayed. Okay, then tell me, if that M2 method want to execute and return 5, what I should write? I should write system.out.println. I must call lambda expression representing interface method I24.m1. Now the value return. What is that? Semicolon. Compile, execute. Look at that. I'm getting 5. Okay, now I'm getting 5. So if you wanted to store, I have to call and assign to a variable int y equal to, and here I'm writing y. Then compile. control 1, control 2. Okay, na? Come on, everyone understood? By taking many cases, am I confusing you? Point is fixed. What is the point? If lambda expression representing non-void method implementation, from the lambda body you must return value. Okay, to return value there are two syntaxes are there. Number one, with return keyword, without return keyword. With return keyword, if you want return value, body compulsory. Without return keyword, if you want return value, body should not be used. Just directly value or method call or expression, anything you can write. Is it allowed? Tell me. I is 5, I25 equal to, tell me, can I write parenthesis, arrow, some 10 plus 20, can I write? Can I write 10 plus 20? Yes. If I write 10 plus 20, any compile time error? No. Okay, no compile time error. 10 plus 20 result is what? 30. Now compiler is seeing this is a return type method. Return type method, return keyword adding and 30 returning. So if you wanted to display the 30, what should I do? System dot out dot println of I25 dot what do you call m1. Just I'm covering multiple test cases, that's all. But the point is fixed. Look at the 30 is coming. Tell me, can I write this 10 plus 20 in the body? If I write in body, return keyword will not come, then compiler throw not a statement. Okay, compiler will throw error, not a statement, not a statement, not a statement. Let me show you that. Compiler throw error, not a statement. Look at that. Not a statement, semicolon expected. No, not bad return type. If the syntax is valid, then bad return type. Syntax is wrong. First of all, syntax is wrong. That's why throwing error. Okay? Comment. Now tell me, am I allowed to write like this? I told you, if a method has return type, in the return type place, return value can be directly literal or can be variable, can be expression, can be non-void method call, right? I'm writing something like this. Is it allowed? I5, I27 equal to parenthesis arrow. I'm placing system dot out dot println of double quotes, let's say some high. Bolo, is this compiled or not? This is what method? This is what method? It is a void or non-void? Is it a void or non-void? Method, return type. Is it a void or non-void? Non-void. Non-void method should return value. Now compiler adding return keyword here. Compiler adding return keyword here. Compiler adding return keyword here. Return keyword adding to println method. Println method is a void method. How can I return void method? Compiler throwing error. So incompatible types, bad return type. Shall I take one last case? I'm taking our interface I1. I'm taking one last case and I'll stop it. Interface I1 equal to interface I28 equal to parenthesis arrow. Now tell me, I am writing M1 method call here. Is it allowed? Is this lambda expression implementation compiled or not? You have to verify two things. Number one, what is the return type of this method? Return type of this method is void. Then implicit logic is also void. No problem. Compile successfully. Confusion, sir. Now, I'm writing I29 equal to, now, in place of M1, I'm calling M2. Tell me, is it compiled or not? Compiled or not compiled? Everyone, come on, everyone should answer. Is it compiled or not compiled? Everyone is giving answer, not compiled, not compiled, not compiled, not compiled. Array. Don't see lambda expression as a lambda expression. See it's a one method definition. For example, I'm taking static, void. Okay, let me write here itself. This is a void method. Inside void method, can I call non-void method directly like this? Don't see lambda expression as something different from regular concept. Lambda expression is a shortcut way of creating methods. That's all. When you see lambda expression, visualize a full method. Are you catching my point? When you see lambda expression, you must visualize a full method. Just copy, paste here, full method you visualize. Writing shortcut, but visualize full. Okay, you full visualize, open bracket, close your bracket. Can you call a void method, non-void method inside a void method? Yes. Understand? It's compiled successfully, no problem. Sir, no body return keyword added now, sir. Return keyword added if method is non-void method. Compiler software implicitly added a return keyword if the method is non-void method. Currently method is void method. Compiler will not add any return keyword. Yeah? Compile successfully, no problem. Executed successfully, no problem. Okay? Tell me, any message displayed here? No, because there is no statement there. If I write SOPLN, then that statement will come. Okay? Now you try that one yourself. Tell me now. Here I am writing. Okay, I'll tell that. Okay, so first you all people confirm. If a method is a void method, inside method body without parenthesis, you can call either void or non-void method, no problem. Compile successfully. If method return type is void, am I allowed to place literal directly? Am I allowed to place an expression directly? Am I allowed to place literal directly? Am I allowed to place expression directly? No. Why? Because now compiler is not adding return keyword here. This will become invalid as per the method logic, invalid. Compiler throw error. Incompatible types. Lambda body is not compatible with void functional interface. Consider using a block lambda body. Look at that. Compiler is giving clearly the statement. People who are telling that the terminology blocked lambda, unblocked lambda is wrong. Okay, some people are telling that blocked lambda is wrong, unblocked lambda is wrong. Look at that. It's clearly compiler software is giving. So my terminology blocked lambda, unblocked lambda is right now. Consider using a blocked lambda body or use a statement expression instead. Statement expression instead. Okay. Now, this compile error is big compile error. I'm not copying, just you remember. Tell me now. As compiler is telling that I am writing these two statements, I am writing with body. Is it allowed or not allowed? With body. The moment I added a body, then compiler will throw error, not a statement. Another compiled error we will get. Not a statement, not a statement. Okay. I hope you got clarity on return keyword based syntax. Okay, return keyword based syntax creation. And now let me go here. One last point let me cover. I5, I32 equal to, tell me, interface I5 is a, interface I5 is a, interface I5 is a, what functional interface it is? It is a void functional interface or non-void functional interface. It is a non-void functional interface. And then no parameter, non-void functional interface. Now here I am writing 5 directly. Is it allowed? Allowed. Compile successfully. Compiler implicitly adding return keyword. And next, can I write single quote here? Single quote here. The value written from the method body must be same type or lesser type than lambda, return type. The return value must be same or lesser type of return type. Single quote is lesser type, then no problem. Compile successfully. Compile successfully. Control 1, compile successfully. But it is not executed, only compilation because I'm not calling. Am I allowed to write 5EL? Am I allowed to write 5EL? No. Compiler throw error, possible lossy conversion. Okay. Bad return type in lambda expression. Okay. Be throwing error, bad return type in lambda expression. Okay. I'm writing here 5.0. 5.0 is a double to int not possible. Compiler throw error. Possible lossy conversion from double to int. Bad return type in lambda expression. Possible lossy conversion from double to int. Okay. With cast operator, is it allowed? with cast operator. Yeah, cast operator allowed. Cast of int allowed. No problem. Okay, right. So I hope you got clarity on this point. Let me try to answer all these questions. Allowed syntaxes. Currently, we are discussing this is a allowed syntaxes based on the parameters. Okay, no parameter, one statement body. If you have one statement, then parenthesis is optional. Okay, na? I mean, if one statement is there, open bracket, close bracket, body is optional. Next, next, one parameter, one statement, body is optional. One parameter, parenthesis is also optional. Next, multiple parameters, one statement, body is optional. And next, multiple parameters, one statement you have to write in a body. In body you are writing semicolon compulsory. Next, now you can also write multiple parameters and multiple statements. If you're writing multiple statement, okay, body mandatory. Then next, no parameter, these are what? Parameter based. Then return type based. If a method return type is, okay, non void, then you must place return value in body, or you can place directly 5 without body return statement. If you want to place return statement, compulsory body required, compile time error. If you place only 5, you should not place just body. Okay, you must place return keyword compulsory. Okay, these are all the points we discussed. Okay, different places we can use lambda expression. I'll tell you as a variable assignment or method or constructor argument or method return value. We will discuss that. Already we completed this part. Can you please tell me complete list of rules on creating lambda expression? Totally how many rules I have formed here? Totally how many rules I placed here? I found totally working with lambda expression. Totally I have found, oh my God, 21 rules I found. Okay, now 21 rules we need to form. Okay, how many rules we completed? Let us quickly see that. Now, complete list of rules on number 1. To create lambda expression, first of all, we must define one functional interface. Lambda expression, number of parameters, their type and order must be matched with functional interface method parameters. Lambda expression returning value, type and range must be matched with functional interface method return type. What the meaning of matched here? It must be either same type. It means what? Returning value. Returning value must be same type or lesser type than return type of this lambda expression implementing functional interface method return type. Next, we cannot create lambda expression from an interface that has no abstract method and more than one abstract method. Can anybody tell me why? Why you cannot create lambda expression from an interface that has no methods? If no methods are there, if you develop lambda expression, how can I call it? What is the parameter I should take? What the return value I should write? Next, if you take more than one abstract method interface to develop lambda expression, look at here. How can it match? For example, inside this, I'm taking one more one more functional interface now. I6 I'm writing. Then M1, M2, two methods I have written. Okay, na? Two methods I have written. Then if I write here I6, I38 equal to parenthesis, arrow, body I have written. Tell me. If I write like this, then how compiler software can decide this lambda expression for first method or second method? Okay, next point, second point. Array, I told you lambda expression is an implementation of functional interface method and it's implicitly an object. Lambda expression can provide implementation to only one method, na? Then second method of this interface is not implemented. How it can act as object. How can you create object for a subclass that is not providing full implementation to interface? It become abstract class now. Did you understand? Did you catch my point? If an interface contain multiple methods, all methods you must implement in the implementation class. Otherwise, you have to declare it as abstract. If a functional interface has a multiple methods, using lambda expression, we can implement only one method. Second method we cannot implement. When you cannot implement second method, how can you create object? Okay, totally two reasons why you cannot create lambda expression from an interface that has more than one method. Reason number one, the functional interface should be matched with one of the methods. If the method parameters are same, compiler cannot decide which parameter method should match. Which method should match, compiler cannot decide. Second reason, lambda expression is an implementation of functional interface. Then it can implement only one method, other method not implemented. Then lambda expression cannot act as an object. You cannot pass as an argument. You cannot store any variable. So this second point, 100% guarantee you don't find anywhere. Go and check in the Google. Everybody say that lambda expression matching to one method, this method cannot be matched. That's why one interface only will be there. But nobody is, see, generally people are taking one wrong thought. What is that? Lambda expression is a anonymous function. Lambda expression is an anonymous function, which is an implementation of one functional interface and implicitly is an object. If you consider second and third point, correct thoughts will come. Okay, lambda expression can implement only one method, cannot implement second method. Hence, it will become abstract class, cannot create object and store and cannot call this method. Okay, so now what the next point, next rule? We cannot create lambda expression from an interface that has no abstract method and more than one abstract method. Next, we can choose 0 or 1 or more than one parameter. It is my Visha. We can choose 0 or 1 or more than one parameter. Is it my Visha? No. All right. It is depending on functional interface method that we are implementing by this lambda expression. This point I am highlighting like anything because there are so many articles are there in the market. Everybody telling that, okay, you can choose 0 or 1 or more than one parameter. Right? It's not your wish, Bob, depending on functional interface. We no need to specify parameter type explicitly. If you wanted to specify parameter type, we must choose functional interface method parameter type. Are you catching my point? We no need to specify parameter type explicitly. If you wanted to specify parameter type explicitly, you must choose the same parameter that is given in functional interface method parameter type. You cannot change. Next, if functional interface method has parameters, we must specify parameter names. It is mandatory. No need to take the same parameter names. They can be user defined. The parameter name can be single letter or can be word. It must follow identifier rules. Right? You must follow identifier rules. Identifier rules you must follow. Listen carefully. I am taking single parameter and anonymous single parameter functional interface. This one, okay? Int x I2 I am taking. Listen carefully. I want to write that point. I2 I39 equal to bolo bhaiya. Parenthesis arrow body, empty body I am writing. Now I must write same parameter A. Compile success, same parameter. What the parameter type? Parameter we taken x, right? So I have to take same parameter x, compile successfully. All right. And next, x is already declared. Oh, this rule where I declared x already. Let me change. This is another rule. I will tell you that another rule later. And now look at there, compile successfully. Variable I1 is already defined method array, line number 52. Okay, this I want to know. Control 1, control 2. Compiled and executed successfully. I'm taking another parameter I40 with Y. Allowed, no problem. Okay, but you must follow identifier rules. You can take multiple, a word also you can take. I'm taking ABC, allowed. A word also you can take, allowed. Generally, parameter names will take as a single letter. If you want a word, also you can take word. Okay, and the next, now I'm going to write here, I42, I'm writing here, 1, 2, 3, allowed? Wait, identifier name must be, starts with a letter. Okay, here I didn't take letter starts, compiler throwing error. Okay, semicolon expected, invalid identifier. Tell me, can I take here? I'm taking here uh, some special character at the rate hash dollar. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Compiler throw error. Okay, special characters cannot be used as identifier. Okay, and now I'm writing here A123 dollar underscore. Allowed? Allowed. No problem. Compile. Okay, can I write here? These are identifier rules, second chapter. Can I write underscore? A identifier can starts with underscore. Yes. A identifier can starts with a dollar. Yes. Okay. An identifier can starts with a underscore. Yes. Allowed. Do you remember Java 9 version onwards? Hello. Java 9 version onwards. Underscore is a keyword. Java 9 version onwards, underscore is a keyword. So single underscore you cannot use as identifier. If you try, compiler will throw error. Underscore used as an identifier. You know why this rule is added? Why underscore is created as a keyword? To stop using single underscore as parameter name in Lambda expression. Okay, so underscore is created as a keyword in Java 9 version for stopping you to use single underscore as a parameter name in Lambda expression. Remember it. Can I use multiple underscores? Yes. Okay, I can use multiple underscores. I48, here I'm using underscore, underscore, 2 underscores I have used, no compile time error. Single underscore you cannot use. Okay, combination you can use. And next tell me, underscore A, can I write some A, underscore A, can I write? Yes. Combination of underscore you can use, no problem. Okay, can I use underscore 1? Yes, you can use underscore 1 also, no problem. So these are the identifier rules you must follow. Okay, all right, about it. From Java 9 version onwards, Java 9 version new feature for Lambda expression, we cannot use single underscore as a Lambda expression parameter name, because from Java 9 onwards, single underscore is a keyword. It is added as a keyword to stop using it as Lambda expression parameter. Next very interesting point under parameter name. From Java 11 version onwards, Java 11 version new feature. You know, in Java 10 version, we got variable creation purpose where, remember variable chapter, I told you, variable chapter. I2, I51 equal to, now tell me, I wanted to take parameter type. Okay, parameter type I'm taking int A. Okay, int X, same parameter type. Is it allowed or not? Allowed. Semicolon. Control 1, compile successfully. Then tell me, I52, from Java 10 version onwards, we can use var as a data type. In place of data type, we can use var for creating what you call variables. But you remember, I told you, the syntax is applied only for local variables. To the parameters, to the static variables, to the non-static variables, you cannot use. Only you can use this syntax for local variables, I told you. But from Java 11 version onwards, you are allowed to use this var for what? You can use this var for lambda parameter. It's allowed. Okay, na? It is allowed to use for lambda parameter. From which version? From Java 10 version, Java 11 version onwards. If you use Java 10 or Java 9, Java 8, you will get compile time error. This var is not allowed. From Java 11 version onwards. Why I am specifying the version numbers here? Okay, why I'm specifying version numbers? If you are planning to write OCA exam, you should know which version you are writing. That version rules you have to apply. If you are writing Java 8 version, okay, tell me, up to Java 8, it is allowed. Okay, up to Java 8, you can use underscore as a variable name, it is allowed. If you're writing Java 8 OCA exam, hello, then you should not consider this as an error. You must consider as a correct and you should give tick mark to write. If you're writing Java 9 version or 10 version, 11 version or 12 version, 13, 14 OCA exam, then you should say from Java 9 version onwards, not allowed. You should choose compile time error. Rabbi, understand? Next, tell me. Here, if I use where, now which version? Up to Java 10, it is, okay. It is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Up to Java 10, it is not allowed. In Java 10, where is allowed, but to the parameter not allowed. From Java 11 version onwards, it is allowed. Okay, we have created two parameter method, na? Which is lambda expression, two parameter lambda expression, I3. I3 interface you take. I3, I53 equal to, now, can I write where x comma, where s, open bracket, closed bracket. Can I write like this? Where x comma, where s, yes, allowed. Semicolon, every time I'm forgetting semicolon. Compiled, na? Yes. So that is the new features as part of parameters. Can I hope all you people got clarity? From Java 11 version onwards, we can use where for creating lambda parameter. Addition A1 equal to where A comma, where B, S open and A plus B. But we cannot use where for creating parameter for regular methods. Okay, public void add of where A, where B, compiler throw error. This new feature where is added in Java 10 version for only local variable type inference as shown below. Where V1, where V2, where V3, where V4. Where V5 not allowed, where for parameter not allowed. And next, if functional interface method is 0 or multiple parameters, parenthesis lambda expression mandatory. It is a single parameter method, parenthesis is optional. We must separate lambda expression parameter and body by operator lambda arrow. The arrow is an operator, but it is not a separator. People are calling it as a separator. It is an operator. As part of lambda expression body, if you are not placing any statement or if you are placing more than one statement, body is mandatory. If you are placing only one statement, body is optional. We can define lambda expression either as a variable assignment statement, as a method or constructor or argument, or as a method return value. If we define lambda expression without body, a variable assignment statement, or a method return value, then at end semicolon is mandatory. Just now we have seen when I miss the semicolon, compiler throwing error. Okay, right. If you place lambda expression as a method argument, semicolon not required and not allowed. As a method argument, semicolon is not allowed, compiler will throw error. We will try to understand this point in tomorrow class. Okay. If you define lambda expression with body, in all above three cases, semicolon is mandatory at end of lambda expression statement. Here I given some examples. Okay, look at here. Addition, add. Okay, now parenthesis, here semicolon mandatory or optional. At end, semicolon compulsory. Okay, here compiler throw error. Here semicolon, no problem. Okay, next. I am passing lambda expression with a single statement as argument. Here semicolon, allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. In the method parenthesis, semicolon not allowed. And now without semicolon, you must write. And now observe. I am taking class maths with get addition implementation. Return keyword. With return keyword, I am writing. Semicolon mandatory, optional. Mandatory. Because it's a statement, single statement. Now here semicolon allowed. What the point I am trying to tell? If we define lambda expression without a body, as a variable assignment statement or as a method return value, at end semicolon is mandatory, else compiler throw error. As a method argument, semicolon is not allowed, compiler will throw error. Please remember this point, syntax related points. If a functional interface is a void method, we must not return value for lambda expression body, from lambda expression body. If a functional interface is a void method, we must not return value from lambda expression body. Lambda expression body can be empty. If functional interface method is a non-void method, we must return a value from the lambda expression, else compiler will throw error. Here rule is, we must place return statement in a body with a semicolon, else compiler will throw error. If you want a return value without body, we must not use a return keyword and must not place semicolon after value or result. Okay, look at that. Calculator, evaluate method I am taking. And now, look at that lambda parameters, arrow, return a plus b. Is it right or wrong? Wrong, right? And next, is it right or wrong? Right. Is it right? Yes. No, wrong. Semicolon is there. Semicolon must not be there in the parenthesis. And next, is this statement right? Yes. A plus b allowed. Compiler implicitly adding return keyword here. And next, now these are the points. These are the 14 rules we have completed up to now. And all 14 rules related, every point we have clearly understood. Every point, okay? All these lines, all these points, every point we have understood. I hope you got clarity on all these. How many lines we discussed? How much notes? Okay, 300 lines of notes we have written. Every point, I hope you got clarity. And still some more points are there that we'll discuss in tomorrow class. Continuation to rules we'll discuss in tomorrow class. I'll give you one small assignment. Will you please work out yourself? Prepare lambda expression in all possible ways by your own. Interface I7. We taken up to I6 interfaces, okay? Interface I7. Here I'm taking return type string, method name is M1, parameter is int I1, float F, semicolon. Okay, na? And one more interface I am giving. Return type is person, parameter is student, yes. For these two interfaces, I want you to develop lambda expression by your own. This is an assignment to you. Okay, if you able to develop lambda expression all possible ways, I want you to develop all possible ways. All possible ways, if you develop it, then next coming classes, while working with predefined functional interfaces, while working with Stream API, your mind is fully connected with the subject and you will enjoy the subject like anything. Okay, na? Next coming classes, we are discussing about predefined functional interfaces. Also, we are trying to understand what you call a Stream API, a very horrible topic. Okay, that time you will enjoy like anything. Okay, requesting all the people, prepare lambda expression for these two interfaces and come tomorrow. Thank you. That's all for the day. And this video also uploaded to YouTube. You can watch. And the notes, whatever I am showing here, you can collect it. You can collect from the video. Okay, write yourself. Yeah, for OCJP exam, only Core Java is sufficient. For OCA, only Core Java. Any more questions? Any doubts on today's discussion? Basically, yeah, that's point. Tushar, exception handling will try to understand. Our today class target is only concentration is on lambda expression creation on return type based, lambda expression creation based on parameters, and the optional parenthesis, optional parameters, return keyword. These points only we discussed. Is it clear? Right. So that's all for the day. And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll meet to continue next points. Thank you.